givers. Don't worry, I was looking at the window because I said smartest student in the whole world, and someone was not looking at me. How are you today? Good morning, boys and girls. Are you glad to be in class today? Oh, I am. I am super excited to be with you all. You know, today's class promises to be exciting. You don't want to miss it. And what did I say learning is? Learning is fun. You were fantabulous. Learning is what? Fun. You know, learning time should be a time to what? Play. Not for every time though, because I will come and play and forget everything they plan. But learning time is a time for us to do what? You know, not well. Try to like make it, you know, like see. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you the reason why I always try to make my learning exciting. Okay? Now, when I was in primary school, I'm not going to mention the name of the primary school, but it's actually a school in this Lagos state. Yes, my primary school was in Lagos. Okay? So, well, a very good school, you know, a government school, so to speak. But you know, then when we were young, we didn't have much of private schools like we do these days. Now, and it was a very popular government school. Very good teachers, I won't lie. Their teachers were so fantastic. But then, it happened that when I was in primary 4, is it primary 4 or 5? I think they're about primary 4 or 5. I actually told my children this story. So, I'm saying it now so that you just know. Why does this man come to class and explain? Why does he come to class and he's teaching and he makes it look interesting and exciting? Because the teachers I had in primary school, they made mathematics look so difficult for me. I wasn't really good in primary school. I wasn't really good in maths in primary school. I won't lie. I wasn't good. You know, I'm solving maths and I'm like, oh really? Yes. Well, someone might say, so why is he teaching? I'm just being honest here. I try to make this lesson very, very interesting because I realize that when you try to make lesson interesting for the children, you know, there's what we call retention span. Children's retention span is not much. If something does not get your attention, if something does not hook you, you easily just, the next thing you say is this is even boring. You start going to sleep, right? So we have to make it that interesting to capture your what? Attention. My teachers made it, in fact then if they were teaching, if you like listen, if you like don't listen, they come to class, they just talk and then at the end of the day they end up confusing you. And even when you go up and ask them questions, they will not answer you. So all these things they weren't really okay for me. Well, when I got to secondary school, I started doing well, alright? Based on the kind of teacher and what even made me to start doing well again, the kind of teachers I have. So you see, most times it's not the children that I always say no child is dull. There is no child every child is intelligent, every child is smart. But the kind of teachers that handle those children are to blame. Mine, so to speak, I didn't have good teachers, I won't lie. I just realized it now because I can remember very well. All these things I teach you guys now, I didn't think they taught me then, but then they talk like, they talk and they But today, that was just by the way, okay? That's what I'm talking about. So I'm not telling you why the class has to be fun, enjoyable, and, you know, okay, now I have 3 exciting packages, but you know I'm not happy. You know why? I'm not happy, because there was another thing again that I brought. I brought sugar, and then some all these rats in my house. Yes, there are rats in my house. I don't like. In fact, there are rats everywhere. They went and ate the sugar, so it was not complete. I know based on the fact that today all these were they didn't come out, so I was able to buy another one. But there's something I have in my hand here, and I need us to be what? Practical. Now. If you look at my hand here, I'm not trying to promote anybody's commodity or anybody's product, but whatever I'm doing here is just for learning purposes only. Now, who can tell me what this thing is called? Aha! Hollandia Ever. Abi? Good. Now, I know that some of you use this in your house. Like for drinking what? Somebody said cornflakes. Another person. Tea. Another person. Oh, fantabulous. Somebody said he just drinks it with warm water like that. Whichever one you do it with, this is a very good thing. But now, let's look at it now. What shape is this? A what? A cuboid! Fantastic! That was wonderful! How were you able to know it was a cuboid? That was smart! Okay, this is a cuboid. Now, what about this one? What shape is this? Cuboid as well. Okay, and my projector. I use it for teaching my children. So, what shape is this projector? What shape is the packet of this projector? What shape is this? Oh, of course, we use projector in class, you know, so that I'm able to learn well. So what shape is this? Cuboid as well. I love you all. They're all so smart. They're so smart. This is what? A cuboid. This is what? A cuboid. And this is what? A cuboid. Fantastic. Clap for yourself, John. That was wonderful. Wonderful. So today we're going to talk about cube and cuboid. What did I say? Cube and cuboid. What did I say? What did I say? Cube and cuboid. Well, in case you don't know what the shape of a cube is, your Maggi cube, Maggi star, tell your mommy to give you. Alright? And then you can be able to use it. Cuboid too, a cube, that's your sugar. Those your, you understand? That's for your cube. Then for your cuboid, we have this thing that just showed us now. So what is volume? So we're looking at what? Volume of cube and cuboid. What did I say? Volume of what? Cube and what? Cuboid. Now, for a start, what is volume? Now, volume is the quantity of a substance that a three-dimensional shape can hold. If I am trying to look for the you know, this is milk. If I'm trying to look for the quantity of milk that this particular Hollandia airbag can contain, it's actually called what? Volume. Me trying to, like, you know, figure out the amount of liquid it can contain, you know, the amount of space this can contain is what we call what? Volume. The what? The quantity of a substance that, and speaking of which, we have two types of shapes. We have 2D shapes and we have 3D shapes. Okay? We have what? 2D shapes and 3D shapes. Now, 2D shapes are also known as plane shapes. And 3D shapes are also known as what? Solid shape. Now, example of your 2D or plane shapes is your rectangle, your triangle, they all belong to 2D shape. Your square. You understand? When you talk about solid shape, talk about things like sphere, talk about things like cube, talk about things like cuboid. And now, these things are called 2D shapes because they have two dimensions of what? Length and what? Breadth. They have two dimensions of what? Length and breadth. But this one has 3 dimensions of length, breadth, and height. Do you understand why it's called a 3-dimensional shape now? Because it has 3 dimensions of what? Length, breadth, and what? Height. And a 2D shape has 2 dimensions of what? Length and breadth only. Am I communicating? So, don't forget, when they say 2D shape, it's plane shape, and these are examples. I just said let me use this to just refresh our memory. For those of us that might have forgotten what 2D shape or probably what 3D shape actually does what? Entail. So we said that volume refers to the quantity of substance that a 3-dimensional shape can occupy. Like I used milk for example. Now, we said what? Now let's look at what a cube is. A cube is a solid body having 6 equal faces. Now, the way to draw it, if you want to draw a cube now, this is a cube. It's spherical in nature, okay? So it's kind of square, kind of, you know. So this is how to draw your cube. And you have from here to here, from here to here. And we said it has 6 faces. This is what? A cube. But then if you want to draw a cuboid is more rectangular in nature. Alright? Sorry, I'm not really a good artist, but I'll try my best. A cuboid is rectangular in nature, like the ones I showed you guys. So you join it here. Oh no, I didn't really join that well. So this, we have this, and we have this. So you see? So this one is what? A cube, and this is what? A cuboid. Now if you look at this, you know, if you look at this and you say, it looks like that thing that Mr. Manuel showed us at the beginning of the tape, at the beginning of the video. Let's try this one, right? So for this cube now, so this is what we're going to be looking at today, a cube and what? A cuboid, alright? A cube is the square figure, the square type, while cuboid is the rectangular side. So now, a cuboid, example of cube, Maggi cube, sugar cube. I told you guys. When you go to, if you don't know what Maggi cube is, at your home, tell mommy to show you Maggi cube. Don't tell her. Go and tell her, mommy, show me Maggi cube, or show me sugar cube. My sister said she show me. Go and tell her, she'll show you. And then we also have, I've shown us a lot of examples of cuboid because that's when I have got those silly rats eating sugar in the house. So, example of a cuboid is matchbox, chalk box, and tank. Let's not forget our Hollandia airbag and our projector packet and our hard drive packet. They are also what? Example of what? Cuboid. Now, you know what we're talking about triangle. I told us that the parts I'm mostly concerned about in we finding in triangle is not even the area. It is even how to find those missing parts like the base, like the height too. The same thing is applicable to this volume today. Volume has a formula known as what? Now the volume of a cube is length of the side raised to power 3. For cube. For what? For cube. Then for cuboid, the formula is length times breadth times height. Volume of a cuboid, the formula is what? Length times breadth times height. While the volume of a cube is length times, in fact, this length of side raised to power 3 simply means length times length times length. You know I told you that it's like a square. So basically, one of the properties of a square is that all the sides are what? Equal. So basically, the volume of a cube simply means that if one of the length is 5, the breadth will be 5, and the height will be what? 5. Because all the sides are what? Equal. That is for square. But we have in the case of a cuboid, it doesn't have to be that same way because it has different words. The sides are not what? The same. Now let's look at an example here. To properly understand what I'm talking about. It said that find the volume of a cube. Okay? So number 1, the volume of a cube. let's not forget that the formula is length raised to the power 3, which means length times length times length. Okay? With length 4 cm. The length is what? 4 cm. You see it now? So the volume of the cube, the volume will now be what? 4 times 4 times 4. Am I communicating? This is for cube. Length raised to the power 3. Length times length times length. That is the formula. And then the volume is, based on that one length is 4, the rest will also be 4. So it's 4 times 4, 16. 16 times 4, 4 times 6 is 24. Carry 2, 4 times 1, 4, plus 2 is what? 6. So the answer is what? 64 centimeter cube. Hope I'm communicating. 64 centimeter what? Cube. That is for number 1. Now number 2 says, find the volume of a cuboid. Now in this case now we're looking for the volume of the cuboid. And we said it has a formula. The volume of a cuboid is what? Length times breadth times what? Height. Isn't it? The volume of a cuboid is what? Length times breadth times what? Height. So now, the length from the question is 8 centimeter. The breadth is 6 centimeter. And the height is 5 centimeter. So, the formula for finding volume of a cube and volume of a cuboid are different. And I've told us why. If you are paying attention, you will see. I've told us why it's like that. So now, the volume of a cube is length times breadth times height. So that means 8 times 6 times 5. Are we communicating? 8 times 6 times what? 5. Now you are giving that 8 times 6 is what? 48. Now 48 times 5. 5 times 8 is 40. That is 0 carry 4. 5 times 4, 20, 24. So the answer is what? 240 what? Centimeter cube. What's the answer? Do you see it now? Now in case I only want to put this cube is because I must like 3 numbers square, that's why. So I hope volume of a cube and volume of a cuboid is very simple. But the problem is, how do you find, if they ask you to find length, or breadth, or height, what do you do? That is where the problem is. If they ask you to find the length, the problem is not, it's just like, most examiners now, they don't even tell you to find area, or find circumference, or find perimeter. They will ask you to find one of those missing sides, because you know that students usually have problems. So they ask you to find one of those missing sides, and then, because you don't really know how to find it, you just get all confused. But we don't have to be confused, because that's why it was very, very easy. Okay, so volume of a cuboid is length times breadth times height. So now we're going to look at how to find length, how to find breadth, and how to find what? Height. And we said here that to find the length of a cuboid, it has a formula. Oh yeah, it has a formula. And trust me, the formula makes it easy for you to solve. The length of a cuboid is what? The formula is what? Volume divided by breadth times height. What did I say is the formula for finding length of a cuboid? Volume divided by what? Breadth times height. What did I say is the formula for finding breadth of a cuboid? Volume divided by length times height. Do you see? So anyone that you know a cuboid is made up of length, breadth, and height. So if you're looking for length, the ones that will be under will be breadth and height. If you're looking for length, it will be breadth and height. But if you're looking for breadth, the one under will be length and height. If you're looking for height, the one under will be length and breadth. It's just simple logic. Okay? So now let's look at the next example now. A rectangular room 7 meter long, 4 meter high. So we can establish the length. The length is what? 7 meters, right? The what? The height, they say height, 4 meter high. The height is what? 4. And now we should find what? The breadth. The breadth is what we're looking for. Do you understand? We're looking for what? Breadth. So how do you find breadth? Breadth of a cuboid, let's write our formula, let's not forget that. The breadth is what? V, which is volume, over what? Length times height. Am I communicating? V over what? Length times what? Height. So for me now we can establish that okay, we write your volume from the question is what? 140. Am I communicating? So now the breadth will now be what? 140 over length times height. That is 7 times 4. If you don't understand, ask question. Do we understand how I came about that? We are looking for the breadth. And I said the breadth is what? Volume over what? Volume over what? Length times height. Of which your length is 7, your height is 4. So from there now we can cancel out. 7 here is 1, 7 here is 20. Yes. 4 here is 1, 4 here is 5. The answer is what? 5 meters. That's your breadth. And somebody say, it's very simple. I know. I know it's very simple. Yes. Extremely simple. Oh, no. It's very simple. Alright? It's very simple. Extremely simple. Very, very easy. Okay, now number 4. But we have here said the volume of a cube is 39 meter cube. They've given us the volume again. So let us write it out. 39 meter cube. Then I said it is 3 meter wide, and 2 meter high. Find the length. So the length, we don't know. Alright? The breadth, which is talking about how wide, is 3. Then the height is what? 2. Isn't it? So the form of finding length of a cuboid. The length of a cuboid, how you find it is what? V over breadth times height. Right? So now it's going to be, our V is what? 39. V means volume. 39 over what? Base times height, which is what? 3 times 2. Which is the same thing as 39 over what? 6. What can divide? 3. Right? 3 in 6 is 2. 3 in 3, 1. 3 in 9 is 2. Right? Isn't it? So 2 here is 1. 2 here is what? 6. So your length is what? 6 meters. That's your answer. Very simple. Very, very simple. You know, like I always say, it's easy and very simple if we know our formula. You know, the previous week we were talking about all this profit, loss, discount, whatever. But in terms of this particular context now, the formula is key. Alright, once you're able to know that the volume is length times breadth times height, you know, to find the breadth, you have to do volume over length times height, or to find the height, you do volume over length times breadth. When you know all these subsequent things, it actually makes it extremely easy for you to do what? Solve and get your answer. Yeah, extremely. So, that is that about volume. So volume is very what? Easy. Follow the the process I taught you here. But don't worry, in our subsequent class again, we're still going to look at another part of volume that you don't know. Now, about this volume of cube and cuboid is also what we call capacity. So we're still going to talk about capacity. In fact, there are so many things to talk about. You know, the thing about mathematics that there is no the topics to talk about are much. So gradually we'll keep talking about them. You just don't fail to watch and learn. Alright? Watch and what? Learn. So maybe you might want to see and you know I told you guys the other day, I said the fact that you guys have this online simply means that you can go there any day, anytime and watch it. Say for example now you are having challenges with volume. Go back and watch the video. You are having challenges with triangle. Go back and watch the video. You are having challenges with anything. Go back and watch the video and learn. That way you keep upgrading yourself. Don't I say you have watched it, keep revising. Till I come away next time. It's learning is what? Fun and Mr. Manuel's learning clinic. So take care of yourself, stay safe, and don't fight it. I'm not saying you fight, don't fight. And please don't forget to write it down. And then I will give you your classwork after that. So when I don't write it, just let me know. I will give you your classwork. So in the meantime, keep learning, be good boys and good girls. Mr. Manuel signing out. Bye bye.